Magandang araw mga kapuso at kapamilya! Panahon na naman ang kasiyahan dito sa Masayang Tahanan!
Magandang araw sa lahat ng ating mga ka-family. Ito po ang ating Masayang Tahanan at ako, ang inyong kumare forever, Maloy Malipiran sa Lumbides. Kamusta ka na ngayong araw na ito? How is your heart? How is your health? Bakit po kinakamusta ang iyong kalusugan? Dahil isang fitness coach, wellness coach ang atin pong panauhin para sa araw na ito. Ito ang tumutulong sa aking personal wellness reboot journey. Kaya naman, gusto kong i-share yung kanyang life story sa inyo. Well, siya yung mag-share niyan sa atin at bibigyan din tayo ng ilang mga tips at motivation kung paano tayo magsisimula in our personal health journeys as well. Eto po, nakilala ko many years ago sa isang Pro Tips Conference sa Bacolod kasi naanyayahan ako noon sa DYBS. Hello sa mga taga DYBS. Na-invite ako to conduct a Pro Tip seminar at siya yung isa sa magagaling na host ng seminar na iyon. So doon kami unang nagkatagpo. After many years, wala kaming communication. Tapos lately lang, itong panahon ng pandemic, nung ang mga tao ay naging mas health conscious, yan, nakikita ko na yung mga post ni Coach tungkol sa wellness, tapos they are offering training for people 40 and up. Sabi ko, wow, pasok ako dyan. Sige nga, mag-inquire nga ako. At doon na nagsimula ang aming journeying towards health and wellness together. Pero pag-uusapan natin yan ng konti, but we will focus more on his personal journey. Paano nga ba niya na-discover na the Lord is calling him to become a fitness coach? Ano yung mga pinagdaanan niya? Di ba ganyan yun, ano? Talagang journey yan. Hindi naman agad-agad alam mo na kung ano yung gusto mong maging. Marami kang sinusubukan, marami kang mga experiment na ginagawa until finally, yung sweet spot mo, mahanap mo na. Eto po, kasama natin sa Masayang Tahanan, si Coach Nino! Woohoo! Hi,
hello!
How
Great
are
to see you, Ma'am Maloy. Yeah. Feeling good, especially na naimitahan tayo dito sa Masayang Tahanan. Napakasaya mo, Ma'am Maloy. That is why very consistent, no? Yung topic natin, of course, with what you're going through right now. We are into fitness, yes. And I'm so happy, first and foremost, na it's just a privilege, first and foremost, I like to say this upfront, that I'm a coach of Mamaloy. Kasi Mamaloy is one of, shall I say, one of the most dedicated, persistent students that I ever had. That's why I'm so happy with her progress. She started, of course, with this weight na, of course, overweight, and that's given. Pero 2 months after the program, it's still ongoing. She lost 9 kilograms already, and that speaks of persistence. So I'm so happy with that. So yeah, we'll share some of that later.
Yan. Ako, nakakatuwa. No? Alam mo, hindi nga overweight lang yung weight ko nung nagsimula tayo. Obese nga no?
Yeah,
so, ano yan di ba? Underweight, healthy weight, overweight, tapos obese. So, nandun po ako talaga sa, nandun ako dun sa obese na category. Pero yan, slowly inching towards being overweight. Tapos, after a few months pa siguro, yan, nasa healthy weight na tayo. Pero, bago natin pag-usapan ang weight na yan, Coach, ilang years ka na ba na into fitness, di ba? Ikaw mismo, nagkaroon ka ng mga health challenge nung ikay mas bata-bata pa. Bata ka pa ngayon, pero ano yung pinaka-challenge mo physically and health-wise na nag-push at nag-motivate sa'yo to go into fitness?
You mentioned kanina, Ma'am Maloy, nung sweet spot na tinatawag. So of course, hindi ako nag-arrive sa sweet spot right away. It is a series of experience and failures again. So first and foremost, I like to share na my dad passed away in his 40s. That's why one of my hugots in life is to help 40s and above to take back their life. Kasi as a parent, if you take back your life, you are modeling to your children good health, and it's a generation of healthy living. So that's my hugot. And although at first I did not come from a healthy family because both of my parents have chronic diseases, hypertension, and other issues as well, at least I promised to myself that a healthy family must come from me. Don't get me wrong, I have a good relationship with my dad, no? At saka also with my mom. But of course, may mga decisions sila na, in a way, I don't want to copy, especially sa health. So I started as a nutrition coach. So I started teaching about the beauty of protein, the beauty of complex carbs, at saka of other micronutrients. I met a Singaporean scientist in the name of Dr. Sim Kegwan. He worked under the late Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew. So doon na-stir yung curiosity ko about health. Every time he talks, talagang napapasigaw ako sa tuwa. Parang ganon. So yung my heart talaga is leading towards that naturally. I don't know. Every time I listen to seminars about health, na-enjoy ko talaga siya. And I like to memorize their script. I want to, practice what they advise me about health, so on and so forth. And then, of course, on my personal journey about health, I started as a skinny man. Meaning to say, payat po ako. Sobrang payat na I was called payatot. I was prone to bullying when I was in elementary, high school. Almost all of my life, skinny po ako. And it's not just about yung physical appearance mo, no? Because the real issue is what's happening inside. I had chronic allergies. There was a point that I was so dependent on nebulizer. Alam niyo nebulizer, di ba? You have to put it here so that you can breathe. Tapos hassle, every time I had sickness, fever would hit me. Tapos yung recovery ko would take me 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. So very hassle siya. So from a skinny man, with being a sickly inclination, I had to do something about it. So that's where I took a big step towards taking charge of my own health, and then started to teach that to my close friends. Then after which, I have this friend in my colleague sa teaching kasi may original na job talaga. I'm a licensed teacher, by the way, no? So, nag-start po ako doon. So, nung start po ako teaching Ma'am Maloy to one of my colleagues na actually obese din siya. I taught her about the method that we're using. So, she lost a lot of weight. Sobrang tuwa niya in family, very, very, very happy about it. Tapos, on that single coaching that I had, binigyan niya ako ng few hundreds. Few hundred. That was my first salary on coaching. And I thought to myself, okay din to . I mean, not just with the monetary value. She gave me money because she was happy about the results. So with that, what if I will go further with this coaching and make it a career? And then that's where the story began with my coaching career. So now I'm teaching people, especially the 40s and above, to rebuild their health by gaining muscles. So dun po yung story, Ma'am Maloy.
So nagsimula sa personal need dahil nga nabubuli ka noon, palagi kang tinutokso. Pagkatapos meron pang mga health issues at health challenge gaya ng maraming allergy. Pagkatapos kapag magkakasakit ka, ang tagal ng recovery period, hindi ba? So from your personal need, nahanap mo yung sagot at yung sagot, shinare mo sa isang kaibigan at nagbukas na ng maraming pintuan para ma-consider mo yung career bilang isang fitness coach. Pero sabi mo, marami kang mga sinubukan, maraming mga in-explore, merong mga failures. Pwede bang ikwento mo sa amin kung ano yung mga sinubukan mo sa iyong karera at sa iyong mga pursuit sa buhay?
Glad you asked that, Ma'am Maloy, no? So, before I arrived in this certain na path towards coaching, merong series of failures din. So trial and error yung nangyari. So I started with the principle of walang plan when it comes sa workout. I started with nutrition plan lang. Like I would teach complex carbohydrates should consist 1/4 of your plate. 1/4 should be protein. The other half fruits and vegetables. On that one, it's not applicable kasi to everyone. For others, manageable siya. Pero on that certain plate that we call, medyo deficient siya sa protein. So, I had to go through yung tinatawag na trial and error kasi nakita ko siya mismo sa clients, hindi siya nag-work. It would take a lot of months for them to lose fat. So, medyo frustrated din ako. And then, come along, yung good friend ko, si Coach Daniel Matthew, he's my best friend. He discovered this approach to low carb and fasting through the guidance as well of some doctors, and one of which is Dr. Grace Rojo. So she enrolled in a master class. Coach Daniel became one of the certified coaches as well of Dr. Grace Rojo. And then we implemented this plan, low carb and fasting and fitness, to our students who want to lose fat. So yun yung journey lang. So from high carb, walang structure when it comes to meals, down to low carb, fasting, plus dinamihan na natin kasi overall we need fitness din eh. It's not just about losing fat or losing weight. It should accompany correct training. So low carb, fasting, and fitness. So that's the key courses that we're offering now to all our student clients.
Coach, bakit importante na merong workout? Kasi ako all my life ang dami ko ng mga diet na sinubukan. So, may mga panahon na nag-lose ako ng weight talaga naman. Very visible yung weight loss. Pero hindi ako nag-exercise. Bakit kailangan, kahit naman mga doktor palaging sinasabi, kaya yan, diet lang at saka exercise. Bakit ba kinakailangan na merong exercise tayo?
Yeah, that's a good question. So we can take away nutrition kasi our body composition first and foremost is defined by what we eat. But alongside of it, we should not neglect the benefits that we will have through workout. So, kunwari the goal kasi of workout is to grow your muscle mass. Yung muscle, again, can only be triggered and can only be grown through working out or resistance training or lifting weights. So, once you have enough muscle mass, ano po yung mga benefits? You have support for your bones. Yung bones po, they need muscle to function. Number 2, skeletal muscle is the largest organ. Meaning to say, if it's the largest organ, it pays. It should have a big investment in us kasi it's the largest organ. If we pay attention to other organs like lungs, heart, although all of them are very, very important, shall we pay attention to skeletal muscle given they are the largest organ? Also, you would like to deal with type 2 diabetes. You want to deal with hypertension. You want to deal as well with other chronic diseases. You want to deal with obesity. You want to deal with overweight. You want to deal as well with being underweight. All of this can be dealt with enough muscle mass. That's why you need to train. So for Mama Loy, the specific program that Mama Loy is taking is, yes, fat loss. But along the way, we're trying to build muscle mass. Kasi mangyayari kapag fat loss lang, mangangayat po yan. Ang mangyayari flabby lang, very soft, walang muscle mass. So that's why we are incorporating workouts sa kanya so that her body is able to produce enough muscle mass. So that if ma-achieve na yung weight, hindi lutay or hindi basang dahon yung itsura ni Mama Loy. Okay, may enough muscle mass. So that's the practicality of having workout kasi we want to have muscle mass.
Bakit kayo nag-focus sa mga 40s and up? Kapag di ba? Kapag weight, halimbawa yung mga nag-gym o kaya yung mga conscious pagdating sa kanilang mga health. Karamihan ng nakikita natin sa mga gym, medyo bata-bata, yung mga malalakas pa. So, what made you decide na mag-focus doon sa segment na 40s and up?
You know what, Mama Lo, that's very true. When you look at the population inside the gym, ano yung nakikita mo usually? Lalaki at saka mga bata. 20s, 30s. Very rare makikita mo 50s at saka 60s. If magpapasok yan, if may papasok na 60s, okay, siguro for sure lahat ng mata, okay, will be directed to that person. Kasi it's unusual, di ba? Gone were the days na yung finifeed sa mga senior should be nasa bahay ka lang, and then nood ka lang ng probinsyano all throughout the day. Gone were the days. Gone were those days kasi it has been proven na yung muscle mass, okay, is directed to longevity. Okay. Longevity means it's not just about the number of months, not just the number of years, but the quality of life that you are having. Kunwari, if you go upstairs, okay, if you don't have enough muscle mass, your body won't be able to carry you. Having enough muscle mass is the ability of your body to enjoy and perform the basic things in life. Walking, jogging, running. I remember last time I had this encounter last week lang. Mga 60s na babae. It seems nag-workout siya. Kasi nag-grocery ako. And dun sa grocery nakita ko, I was a bit hesitant to help her kasi medyo malayo. Pero nakita ko, mga 4 na bags ang binubuhat niya. 4 na bags. And yung mga bags na yun is punong-puno. Hindi yun ano lang, parang tissue lang sa loob. Solid siya kasi you can see na it's being stretched. So with that, this woman is prioritizing her fitness. Kasi without muscle mass, you won't be able to perform this. That is why we want to focus to 40s and above. Kasi it has been brainwashed to all our titos and titas and lolas that you need to stay at home in activity. And I am not yet dwelling with the science behind this. I'm just dealing with the practicality of this. Maraming benefits po ang makukuha, okay, when you prioritize working out, especially sa 40s and above. And of course, right nutrition comes with that. That's non-negotiable. So that's very, very important to teach to all our viewers na if you turn 40, of course, yung demand sa work iba, yung demand sa family iba, but it should not be an excuse to neglect your physical needs, your fitness needs. Kasi if you take charge of your body will take good care of you. If you don't pay attention to it, it will force you, okay, to pay attention to it soon. So the better you can take action to that, the better. And also, I like to mention, no, yung hugot ko din na my dad passed away in his 40s. So with that, nakita ko yung life namin. 7 kami magkakapatid. My mom was a government employee, paying to paycheck. Nabuhay po kami sa utang. And that was really worse kasi si mama ko was dependent to my dad kasi he's a good provider. Kaya lang wala siyang naiwan na plan financially for us. So, crumble talaga lahat. So, with that in mind, sabi ko, grabe no, if yung tatay or yung mommy na nawala sa bahay, crumble talaga yung mga anak. They don't know what to do. And that I experienced that. So, if you parents, no, parents natin, if you take charge of your health, yung ano po niyan, yung effect yan is inside out. Makikita po yan ng mga tao around you. Si mommy ko, si daddy ko, very fit sa katawan nila, workout siya. Most likely, you are influencing them. Not just by what you say, but by what you do. So yun po yung hugot natin sa 40s and above.
Oo, ang ganda niyan, ano? Maraming mga families, maraming mga parents nag-i-invest halimbawa sa insurance, nag-i-invest sa negosyo, nag-i-invest sa education ng kanilang mga anak. Baka nakakalimutan natin na mag-invest sa ating mga katawan, sa ating mga kalusugan, hindi ba? Right. Ang ganda nung kinwento ni Teacher Nino, although napakabata mo pala nung ikaw ay naulila sa father, ano? I'm really so sorry to hear that. Pero purihin ng Panginoon dahil nakaraos naman kayong family.
Yes.
Diba?
Amen.
Nakapagtapos ang mga pitong anak. At saludo tayo kay Mommy dahil government employee na pagtapos ng maayos yung kanyang mga anak. But it was really a struggle, a great challenge for the entire family. And of course, ang Panginoon ang may hawak ng buhay natin, ano? Siya yung nagde-determine kung kailan tayo gagraduate dito sa mundo. But we also have a responsibility na maging good steward din ng ating mga pangangatawan. Kaya yung mga mommies at daddies na nanonood dito at nakikinig sa atin ngayon, ha, ayan, baka nakakalimutan nating mag-invest sa ating mga kalusugan. Isa yan sa dapat nating pinaprioritize. Lalo na, di ba, Coach, itong pandemic, talaga namang namulat ang mga mata natin na pagdating sa kalusugan, yan talaga yung primary na hindi natin dapat na kinakaligtaan. Kasi kapag wala tayong maayos na pangangatawan, we become susceptible to a lot of diseases, a lot of infections, a lot of kung ano-anong mga karamdaman. Ito, kahit na paulit-ulit nating naririnig, health is wealth. The pandemic truly taught us na kapag tayo ay malusog, mas marami tayong magagawa. Mas makakasurvive talaga tayo. Yes. Coach, bago natin pag-usapan yung physical fitness, magkwento ka ng konti tungkol sa iyong sarili. You are very young. At eto nga, nagsathrive sa tulong ng Panginoon itong inyong pagtuturo para ang mga tao ay maging mas malusog. Diba? Ano yung ultimate goal mo? Why are you doing what you are doing right now? Why are you advocating for healthier lifestyle? Why are you advocating that families become healthier today?
That's a good question, no? Why am I doing what I'm doing right now? So, tama, no? So, sige. So, the first aha moment ko, I think, was when a student messaged me na na-reach niya na yung goal niya. That time, of course, I was have this, what we call, transaction din kasi, of course, you are paid as a coach, tama? And you have to perform and deliver results with your client. Pero that time, na-feel ko, parang yung work is not transactional. May clients would thank me very deeply. They would never stop thanking me. Although in my mind, I'm doing this because, of course, you paid me to perform my job. Parang ganon in my mind. But these people, you're giving them hope. Na once they thought, impossible, but possible pala. So yung aha moment ko, wow, I'm doing a good thing. I'm this is a noble job. You're giving hope. You're not just giving kasi transformation to achieve their body na pwede lang i-post sa social media. You're giving them hope na pwede pa pala. Pwede pa palang ma-achieve yung goal nila when it comes to fitness. So, hope is priceless. You cannot place a price tag on hope. So with that, I realized I shall pursue this as my career. I need to develop this, learn about this more, continuous learning, enroll to courses, and find references so that we can, offer the correct tools, saka right information to my clients. So yun yung aha moment ko. And then alongside with it, I think I like to share kasi I'm also having this, one of my heart then is to help men develop their purpose and passion. So we just launched Men in Grit last month, Men in Grit. So the goal is to form a tribe of men who are willing to step up to lead for their family, not just financially, but in all aspects. So with that one, I started as well with Coach Daniel, Men in Grit. And in fact, tomorrow we are having our guest as well, a CEO, a man who takes leadership, not just with his work as a CEO, but with his family as well. So yun yung dalawang goals ko in life. So fitness, fatherhood or family, faith, of course, comes along with that, and also finances. Kasi you need to teach this as well to live a practical life.
Ang ganda naman nun, At your age, malinaw na sa iyo after seasons of seeking, seasons of trial and error. Ngayon, naging mas crystal clear na sa iyo kung ano yung direction at calling ng Panginoon na gusto niyang sundin mo at gusto niyang i-pursue mo sa buhay. Coach, pagdating sa fitness, pagdating sa wellness, di ba ang daming mga nauuso na iba't ibang klase ng diet, pero hindi nasusustain. Gaya nga ng kinuwento ko sa iyo kanina, ako napakarami ko nang nasubukan, pero yun nga, magkakaroon ng gain, pagkatapos, after a few months, after a few years, balik na naman yung mga nawala na weight, hindi ba? Ano yung nagiging problema? Bakit for some people, nasusustain nila, bakit yung iba naman parang siso, di ba? Lalaki, tapos papayat, pagkatapos lalaki na naman. Ano yung difference?
That's an interesting question, no? And I can agree with that kasi when you look at the people who start with New Year's resolution, napakarami. Pero few are willing to end it with a bang. So meaning to say, most of us are great starters, but weak finishers. So that's very true. So I think it always boils down to mindset. One of the mindsets that really stops people from achieving their fitness goal is tinatawag natin na self-hate. And self-hate is you will start with that motivation na I don't like my body, I don't like my structure, I don't like how I look, I need to do something about it. Now, in the very few first seasons mo, first weeks mo, maybe you can sustain that. But it's not sustainable. Self-hate is not sustainable. So you have to change your mindset. You are doing this not just to change your body composition, but because you want to be healthy. You want to be healthy. Looking good will follow naturally. So that's mindset number one. Number two, I think I like to mention, yung tinatawag natin na accountability. At the end of our program, we coaches know na we are not offering information program. We are offering support group, community, accountability. That is why with your goal, it is not meant for you to work with your goal alone. That's why may mga partnerships tayo when you build a house, when you build a business, when you build something or this, di ba? How much more your body? That's very, very precious. Di ba meron tayong blueprint when it comes sa building your house, your dream house. Di ba? Because it matters to you. And of course, you want to avoid unnecessary expenses kasi kapag mali yung plano, of course, sisirain mo, napakamahal yun, di ba? So, that's for your house, tama? How much more to your house? This house, which is only house that you have. House, physical house, yung bahay, will be destroyed, but you can find a way diba? To regain that. Okay. Yung body mo once destroyed, you can never take it back. That's why you have to partner it with people so that yung learning curve mo, tinatawag natin na yung trial and error mo, ma-lessen. Kasi you can learn from other people's mistakes. Eh. You don't need to go through the same route. Kumbaga. I am into this fitness industry, I think 8 years din. Trial and error din. I did something na very unwise, unusual. I spent on something na hindi pala kinakailangan. I spent a lot of time and effort on something hindi naman pala wise to do. So I want you, yung mga clients ko especially, to lessen and, you know, to lessen those trial and error na mga steps. Okay, let's simplify your life. Go a coach, especially if you have a means to do it, para may accountability po kayo. So some people kasi mag-start na kasi solo trip eh. Well, for others it worked. Pero if you are a lone ranger, sabi nila, a lone ranger is a dead ranger. Okay, a lone ranger is a dead ranger. So get someone, maybe a buddy, maybe your friend, a spouse, okay, to join you in your journey. So that's number 2. And I think I like to mention as well consistency. Kasi for some of us are very focused on the results that we forget to enjoy the process. Okay. Let us enjoy the journey. Kasi meron akong student din na very OC, very particular talaga siya numbers. So everyday nagme-measure siya ng weight niya. Everyday. Sabi ko, hindi yan pwede. Kasi yung weight mo nagfa-fluctuate every hour. That is why you have to take your eyes from the weighing scale and you have to do it weekly lang. Pero hindi naniwala sa akin. So ang ginawa niya, every day siya nag-check ng weight. Nagfa-fluctuate, nagfa-frustrate siya. So of course, we had this session that I let her understand that it's consistency at saka long-term. Let's commit to long-term. Tapos, learn to embrace the ups and downs, okay, the fluctuation of your weight. Ayun, pinalo niya, and I'm so glad na na-achieve niya yung goal niya with her fitness goal niya because she committed to consistency. Okay? Commit to it and you will enjoy the process.
Ang gaganda nun, unang-una yung mindset from self-hate, no? Although it can fuel and give you motivation at the start, pero hindi siya pang matagalan. Yung bang, sinabi naman natin yung self-hate, hindi naman yung galit na galit ka sa sarili mo, kundi ayaw mo ng itsura mo, kaya ka mag-exercise. There should be a higher motivation and good health, no, more time with your family, being able to serve your family longer and to serve the Lord longer. Yan, these are better motivators and driving forces kesa yung gusto kong pumayat kasi gusto kong magsuot ng ganitong klase ng mga damit, hindi ba? Pagkatapos yung pangalawang sinabi ni Coach, maganda rin yan. Ang ganda nun, ang ganda nung illustration mo, Coach, na kung sa bahay, sa negosyo, di ba, we partner with the experts so that we will build a nice home, we will build a strong business. Bakit pagdating sa health natin, no? Ayaw natin. Gusto natin solohin, di ba? Gusto natin mag-eksperimento. Napaka-precious. Temple of the Holy Spirit nga, di ba? Napaka-precious nito. And so we should consider having a support group, and if your budget will allow it, talagang kumuha ng mga tao na eksperto makakatulong sa iyo, magko-coach talaga sa iyo. Pagkatapos, yung pangatlo, don't just look at the end result na by this time dapat ito na yung weight ko. Enjoy the process because this is for life, 'di ba? Lifestyle ito. Hindi lamang ito one event na kapag na-reach mo na yung destination mo, tapos na. Paano pag na-reach mo na yung destination natin, tapos nagpabaya ulit tayo, di balik na naman yung mga dating problems natin. Very practical, very helpful, and very wise words. Maraming salamat dyan, Coach. Hindi pa kami tapos sa mga tanong namin sa iyo, Coach, but let's have this music break. Ipa-enjoy natin sa ating mga viewers at listeners ang bagong-bagong awit na ito buhat sa Papuri 24 album. Eto po, i-relax muna natin ang ating mga muscles at ang ating mga isipan as we listen to this music from Papuri.
Sa panahon ng kalungkutan, siya lamang ang ating sandigan. Lumakad man sa kadiliman, siyang nagbibigay ng kaliwanagan. Ang kabutihan niya ay hindi matatawaran. Ang pag-ibig niya habang buhay at walang hanggan. Di siya nagbabago, siya'y tapat sa kanyang pangako. Siyang tagapagligtas ng buong mundo. Halika na, purihin siya, sambahin, awitan siya, dakilain,
natin dito sa Masayang Tahanan si Coach Nino. Siya po ang tumutulong sa akin to be healthier and stronger. At yung mga blessing na natatanggap ko sa Panginoon sa pamamagitan ng expertise ni Coach, gusto ko kayong patikman kahit papaano through this short interview that we have with him. Si Coach Nino po, mga nasa 8 years na siya sa fitness industry. At marami nang natutulungan. Ang focus nila ngayon ay matulungan yung mga 40s and up who would like to have a wellness and health reboot in their lives. Coach, sabi mo nga, dami mo nang naikwento sa amin kanina, dati underweight ka. Bakit gano'n, ano? Kapag underweight, problema. Kapag overweight, problema rin. So, dapat nandun tayo talaga sa healthy zone natin. Coach, bakit mahirap maging consistent? Ano ba yung mga na-experience noong sa simula, ang husay-husay, talagang nag-workout, pagkatapos dumarating yung panahon, nagpa-plateau, tapos totally nag-give up na. Ano ba yung mga kalaban ng consistency pagdating sa wellness?
Yeah. That's a good question because everybody can relate to that. Even me as a coach. There were days na ayaw ko talaga mag-workout. There were days na gusto ko nalang humiga sa kama, wag na bumangon. May mga days na talaga na ganun eh. And if you look closer to it, yung fitness is not a physical activity. It's a mental, emotional activity. And I like to argue na fitness is 90% mental, emotional than physical. I remember Ma'am Maloy, one of the days na she cannot carry on kasi mayroong dizziness and something like that. At her physical na capacity, parang hindi. Kasi by default, your body wants you to take rest at saka to survival mode eh. Parang ganon. So by default, your body wants to sit down, binging, Netflix, parang ganon. At saka ice cream lang dyan, nakaupo. Pero Ma'am Maloy took a step forward and showed up sa coaching namin, sa fitness namin, even though she didn't feel good. So it's a mental, emotional battle. So for all of us, and no one is exempted, nobody wants to work out every day. No, but I don't want to work out every day. But I want its results. So you have to disregard your feelings. The motivation, the feeling na I want to feel good before I work out, or I want to feel ready before I take this step. No. You have to start now. The right feeling will follow after. So consistency is not a matter of, being rigid with a plan or the process that you're taking. It's about committing yourself to the process. That even though you don't feel good, you push through. Although there are days, life happens, no? Of course, may mga things talaga na you cannot avoid. But still, move on. Forgive yourself at saka move on. There's this wonderful saying that tells us, you fall 7 times, but you back up 8 times. So if you look at the people who achieve yung dream nila na physique, we're just looking at the surface area. We're looking at the results. We don't know what they went through. It took them years of, sleepless nights maybe, effort, sweat, and blood to achieve that. So for us, we have to embrace the journey. But again, the inspiration, the good feeling will follow after. So the same thing did with Ma'am Maloy. I really like this kasi she's sharing her journey. Okay. Hindi perfect, yes. Pero she is committed to the journey. She wants to enjoy the journey. And then, regardless of how many months will it take her to achieve the results, okay lang. As long as the journey is there. Commit to the process. So, there you have it.
Talagang commit to the process. At saka hindi siya madalian. Ang marami sa mga diet fads na nasubukan ko dati, lose weight, lose 10 pounds in 3 days. May mga ganyan, hindi ba? Ay, hindi nga siya sustainable. I tried it when I was single, pero bumalik with a vengeance lahat ng mga nawala kong weight. Kasi nga, hindi na develop yung tamang discipline. Dahil ang bilis paspasan Parang yung mga nananalo din sa mga games of chances, hindi ba, Coach? Yung mga nananalo sa loto, may study nga na yung mga na yumaman ng mabilis, ang bilis ding nawawala. Kasi nga, yung discipline of managing it, discipline of being good stewards financially, hindi pa na-develop yung ganong mga skills. So the same is true pagdating sa ating fitness at pagdating sa ating health. Coach, paano yung mga hindi pa motivated? Di ba, motivation, consistency, motivation, ilan yan dun sa mga sangkap para maging successful yung wellness journey natin. Saan magandang kumuha at humugot ng motivation base doon sa mga na-handle mo na tinuturuan mo, Coach?
Well, no, that's interesting as well, no, when it comes to motivation. They say if you know your why, you can bear any how. So if you know your deep why, okay, the steps will fall into its place, okay, spontaneously. So, hindi ako makakasagot ng why mo personally, but you have to look deeply sa situation mo right now. Not just physically, but maybe emotionally, mentally, financially. Because health is not just about the physical thing. You're also dealing with your emotions. There's a study that exercise is deeply linked with your activity. So maybe one of the reasons why that you're down emotionally because you're not moving. You're not active physically. Maybe you want to change how you think, okay? You want to be challenged. There's a study as well that when you challenge yourself physically, okay, your mental capacity will grow as well. Your capacity, your tolerance towards stress mentally, okay, can be improved through workout. Kasi it's a physical thing. You will be challenged physically talaga and then mentally. Maybe you want to check your financial health. Kasi most of your finances go to medicines or maybe hospital bills. But maybe you want to check on your esteem, how you look at yourself. Maybe you look at the mirror and then you have this honest assessment with yourself. Are you satisfied with how you look? Okay. If not, of course, that maybe. So you have to ask the right questions and the real questions and maybe the hard questions so that you know your deep why. Kasi if you know your why, that's a good starting point. The how-tos, okay, mga steps will follow. They say if you are ready, okay, to take action, the right teacher, the right community will come, okay, and drag you sa kanilang community. Okay?
Yeah. Ang ganda nun. Naalala ko tuloy yung isa sa mga na-interview natin dito sa Masayang Tahanan. Ang naging motivation niya, sabi mo kanina, look at your expenses, look at your finances, your financial health. So sabi niya, wow, ang laki-laki ng ginagastos ko pagdating sa maintenance medicine for her diabetes.
Wow.
Sabi niya, sa halip na sa gamot ko ibibili ito, gusto ko ibili na lang ng maayos at masarap na pagkain na healthy. Yun. So yun ang kanyang naging why. Yung finances niya, sabi niya, I don't think this is good stewardship of my finances na napupunta sa gamot-gamot. Kung pwede namang maiwasan yung tuloy-tuloy na pagkakasakit, doon na lang ako. Nakakain ko pa yung aking pinagkagastusan. So, yun ang kanyang naging motivation. So, very important yun, know your why. And then, the what and the how will follow. Ganda-ganda niyan. Exactly. Coach, para doon sa mga gustong maging healthy, ano yung first 3 important steps na kinakailangang gawin? Parang, sabi mo nga, how do you determine the right program? How do you determine the right people? What are the right questions to ask? Kapag, halimbawa, gusto ko nang maging healthy, seryoso na ako ngayon talaga. Ano yung mga steps na kailangan kong i-take to make sure that this time I will do it right?
Right. And that's often asked by our clients as well. When they join the program, we ask the question, okay, what's your goal? And we will start with that. What's your goal? You have to know for certainty, ano po yung goal nyo? Do you want to lose fat? Do you want to gain muscle? Do you want to be freed from medications? Okay, so you start with that. Once you know that, have a plan with your meals. So usually, if you're into fat loss, okay, non-negotiable, by the way, either if you're into fat loss or gaining muscle, is protein is non-negotiable. It should be high and it should fit within your weight at saka goal. Okay, so once again you know your goal, you have to plan for your meals. Okay, you have to prepare for your meals. That's why we have this term called meal plan. Okay? You have to prepare for that. So you have to know ilang grams ng protein kinakailangan mo, ilang grams naman yung nasa fat at saka sa carb. By the way, yung three things na to are macros. Protein, fat, and carb. We take this in large amount. That's why we call it macro. So protein is non-negotiable. Okay. Fat at saka carb, you adjust based on your preference. Okay. Once you have that, the plan for your meals, of course, have a plan then with your exercise. I would suggest, okay, if you are a beginner, you have to start very, very slow at saka light lang muna. Again, the number one tool when you go for a workout or a session in the gym or home workout is safety. So you have to work out within your level. Okay, there are workouts that are into intermediate na and also for expert na. I would usually suggest walking is the best way for you to stir up your appetite, stir up your activity levels. So commit to at least 20 to 30 minutes of walking, not necessarily running. Kasi running could cause implications to others. Kunwari yung overweight at saka obese, hindi siya sustainable. But yung walking is for everyone. Okay. So start with that. Also, you want to incorporate workouts. Usually, I would suggest 3 times a week, tapos full body workouts. If you don't have a dumbbell or a bench press in your house, start them with body weight. Okay, there are plenty of free workouts online. For others, you may want to message me. I usually give free ebook. I usually give ebook for workout at saka meal plan. And also know that for you to succeed with your goal, you must surround yourself with the right people. So we have a free community as well, low carb fasting fitness for 40s and above. You may want to check it online sa Facebook so that you can be surrounded with these people. Nagpo-post po sila dyan ng mga pagkain nila, nagpo-post po sila dyan ng mga activity nila. We're growing with the grace of the Lord. 13,000 members na siya. Okay, organic. And then you can gain a lot of insights from the community. So surround yourself with those.
So surround yourself with the right people. Surround yourself with the right people. Naku, ang dami na nating mga na-impart, no, na very helpful tips sa ating mga viewers at listeners ngayon. Of course, ang Masayang Tahanan po, hindi naman tayo health program. Pero pinag-uusapan natin every once in a while ang tungkol sa ating kalusugan dahil papaano sasaya ang tahanan kung tayo puro mga nanghihina, hindi ba?
Tama.
So kailangan, pinag-uusapan talaga ito sa loob ng pamilya. Coach, nasabi mo kanina ang advisable ay 3 times a week yung full body workout. Pero ibig sabihin ba nun 3 times a week nag-workout ka pagkatapos the rest of the week wala lang nakaupo ka lang, nanonood ka lamang ng nagbi-binge ka lamang sa mga K-drama at iba pang mga pelikula. So the rest of the week, kung walang full body workout, ano ang dapat na ginagawa?
Okay. So first, that's a good question. Kasi there's this mindset na hindi sila mag-workout tapos the rest of the days, upo, higa ka lang at saka facing the laptop or your desktop. Well, that's a lie kasi your body is made to move. Okay, when you look at your body composition, you have your joints, you have your skeletal muscle, elastic yung katawan mo, it can sustain the gravity, you are sweating, all of which point to the idea that you have to move. Not to mention yung benefits of moving, blood circulation. That's very important for overall fitness at saka health as well. Also, when you walk, did you know when you go for movement, it can lessen your blood sugar levels. Okay? It can neutralize your blood pressure as well. So these are the practical benefits of movement. Now, On other days, okay, diba 3 times a week ka nag-work out, kunwari, Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. On other days, you need to implement active rest. When I say active rest, at least walking lang. I would usually suggest to my students, no, depende din, face-to-face basis, you can siya. But generally, I would suggest 10 minutes na walking after meals. 10 minutes na walking after meals on those days. Okay. Active rest tawag doon. Yeah.
So, ang walking pala, active rest. Kala ko kapag rest, nakahiga lang at saka natutulog. So, ano pala yon? Active rest pala kahit na naglalakad. Coach, bakit after meals? Di ba ang nakagawian natin, dapat kapag bagong kain ka, huwag ka mag-exercise kasi baka baka magkasakit, baka hindi maging maganda ang epekto. So why are you suggesting that we move, we walk, or in my case, nagbabike ako after ko kumain?
Yeah. By the way, I'm spraying this kasi medyo yung lalamunan ko medyo na sa dryness eh. But so far so good. So mouth spray siya. Okay. Now, that's a good good that you brought that thing up about yung walking after meals. I thought as well when I was starting with that kind of campaign, na baka tawag dito appendicitis. Alam mo yung appendicitis na term na ginagamit. Well, that one, we don't have existing study yet to prove now when you go for a walking or workout after meals, it will burst. Yung tinatawag natin appendicitis. We don't have available resources yet to prove that. Well, yung practicality po kasi ganito. You have to move after workout kasi, of course, there's what we call insulin spike every time you eat. Okay? So we have to neutralize that. Okay? Insulin resistance po yung effect if prolong po yung insulin spiking nyo. So yung body mo po, yung cells natin, won't be able to insert yung kinakain mo as energy kasi puno na siya. Okay? Kasi nag-insulin spike every time you eat. Insulin spike up until resistant na siya. Ayaw niya na kasi busog na siya eh. So ano mangyayari kapag insulin resistant na? Mag-store na siya ng fat. That's why you have to do something to be insulin sensitive. Yung insulin sensitive is opposite of insulin resistant. And for you to achieve that, and that's through walking. Okay, walking siya. So first and foremost, it's safe to walk after your meals. Number 2, it's practical to walk after your meals kasi you can be insulin resistant. That will help as well combat insulin resistant. Okay? Pangatlo, you need to be active. In my personal study at saka my personal life, every time I eat, and after I eat, diba, usually you feel sluggish. You feel relaxed, diba, after your meals. And then, meron ka pang work. Anong gagawin mo sa work mo kapag sluggish ka na at saka sleepy ka na? Diba? You have to do something to combat that. The number one and the most practical thing that I've discovered, okay, not just backed by science, but backed by my experience, is you have to be active after your meals. Okay? So go for a walk. If may treadmill ka, go. If walang treadmill sa bahay lang, walking ka lang dyan, you would be amazed by the effect and the results that you will experience after. Okay.
Ganda yan. Ang dami nating natutunan from Coach. Pero alam ko, marami pa kayong mga tanong. Pwede nyo naman siyang kausapin at pwede nyo naman siyang i-message, hindi ba? Coach, saan ka makokontak ng ating mga viewers at ng ating mga listeners ngayon? Lalong-lalo na yung mga seryoso na. Hindi na daw nila hihintayin ang New Year para magkaroon ng resolve to be healthy. Gusto nila simulan na ngayon. So how can they get in touch with you, Coach Nino?
Yeah, tama yan. Don't wait for the New Year. You can start now. Okay, start kasi we're talking about your life. We're talking about your health. We're talking about your finances, your family, diba? Your future. So with that one, I'd like to encourage you to seek professional advice. If you're going through something, of course, you need to ask medical advice to that. My profession po is to help you transform your lifestyle. Okay, I won't medicate you. I won't diagnose you at all. Kasi I'm not a doctor. What I can offer to you is transformation. Kasi if you can transform your life, your body will take good care of you. Yung body mo po has the capacity to heal itself. That's how wonderful our Creator is. And we know, no, if you place the right materials through nutrition at saka workout in your body, it's wonderful. And even scientists can explain this. Nang yung body mo is able to heal itself. How can you even explain that? So there's this clue from above that you have to take good care of your body. Kasi if you take good care of it, again, your body will take good care of you. Okay, so you can reach to me through my Facebook account, Leaninhu. Okay, Lee, L-E-E-N-I-N-H-U. That's my Facebook page. That's where I conduct my live trainings, talks for free every Monday and Wednesday at 7 p.m. Also, I have my personal profile, Ninyo Tumagan. That's my real name. Okay, Pinoy po ako. The reason why I place Leaninhu there, para catchy lang siya, may screen name kumbaga. While my real name is Ninyo Tumagahan. That's my profile naman. So, of course, I post random na post there. But if you want to talk about health, go ka sa Leaninhu. Also for others, you want to avail of the free ebook at saka free community, message mo na ako sa page. Okay? Message mo ako, Coach Nins, napanood ko po yung interview mo with Ma'am Maloy. Pwede po makahingin ng ebook? Yes. Okay, yun yung go signal ko na bibigyan ko po kayo ng ebook for free. Okay, so yeah. All the best po sa inyo. At saka, again, the best time to invest with your health is now. I mean, when we say invest, it's not just monetary expense. We're talking about your effort, your time, at saka decision. So start it now. Start it today.
Yan. That's the best gift that you can give yourself. Kung nag-iisip ka anong pamasko mo sa sarili mo, yan ang pinakamagandang gift na pwede nating ibigay sa ating mga sarili. Start making healthier choices for yourself and also for your family. Coach, maraming salamat. Hindi lamang sa interview na ito, but thank you for accompanying me to become healthier in life. Maraming salamat sa iyo. God bless you, Coach.
God bless you more. Thank you.
Nakasama po natin ngayon si Coach Nino, ang fitness coach po na tumutulong sa maraming 40s and up, hindi ba? Kagandahan ng grupo kasi hindi ka masyadong mape-pressure doon sa mga mas bata na talaga namang ang sisigla at ang bibilis pang kumilos. So, they are focusing on people who would like to make healthier lifestyle choices, ages 40 and up. Nakasama po natin dito sa Masayang Tahanan. And if you would like to avail of the free ebook that they are giving, i-message nyo lamang po ng diretsyo si Coach Nino. Maraming salamat sa lahat ng ating mga ka-family na tumutok sa atin pong masayang kwentuhan at very healthy na kwentuhan ngayong araw na ito. Palagi ninyong tandaan, kung gusto ninyong sumaya ang ating mga tahanan, dapat din nating bigyang pansin ang ating pong mga kalusugan. Ako po ang inyong kumare forever, Maloy Malibiran sa Lumbides, ang Masayang Tahanan. Sama-sama po nating pagsumikapan. God bless our families.
Oras na naman ang pagpapaalam, kaibigan. Kung nais mong magkaroon ng kopya ng ating programa, tumawag lamang sa 371-9489. At kung nakatulong sa iyo at sa iyong pamilya ang Masayang Tahanan, magparamdam ka naman, kapatid! Sumulat ka sa Masayang Tahanan, P.O. Box 1750 Manila. Pwede ka rin magpadala ng email sa broadcast@backtothebible.org.ph. Hihintayin ka namin uli, kaibigan, sa araw ng Sabado. At sama-sama na naman tayong mag-aaral, mananalangin at magkakasayahan dito sa Masayang Tahanan.
Don't you worry about a thing.